Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. When the world begins to fall apart and zombies begin to take over the earth, INFJs will probably muster all of their vision and skill to help the people around them in any way possible. Perhaps their main role in the post-apocalyptic world will be to serve as a moral compass and a reminder of the importance of humanity. As those around them become desperate and dangerous and begin to deal with changing laws of mankind, INFJs may become almost militant about sticking to previously held values, putting people first and caring for one another. INFJs will try to find meaning in the destruction, and they may try to help other individuals find new meanings in their lives as they struggle not to be eaten. While they will quietly mourn the losses and the pains of the world, they will maintain hope that life is still worth living and that people can still become who they were meant to be. Today, let's talk about INFJ zombie apocalypse and how the INFJs handle survival. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on my latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Most of us wonder what it would be like to survive through the first wave of a zombie outbreak. Or maybe it's just those of us who have the nerdy imagination to explore those types of futures. We imagine ourselves in a reality where the world has crumbled and we have to fight for survival or even fight to protect the ones we love. While pretty much everyone envisions themselves as part of the end of days, in reality, many people wouldn't be so lucky. So instead of just imagining this future, let's dive a little deeper into how your personality type might help or hinder you in the zombie apocalypse. When it comes to surviving the zombie apocalypse, the INFJ is likely to have its own unique set of strengths and weaknesses. While these things won't entirely determine whether or not you will be capable of surviving the zombie outbreak, certain talents can help each person push through and overcome. For INFJs, there are more strengths than people might realize, but there are also plenty of weaknesses that might make it challenging for them to endure the zombie apocalypse. INFJs are known for appearing kind, deep, and friendly in a somewhat mysterious way. They prize genuineness, creativity, and vision, and they combine this with their hardworking approach to bring their innovative and often people-focused ideas to fruition. It is said that INFJs believe the impossible takes a little longer, but not much. INFJs generally show a desire to help individuals grow to reach whatever their full potential is and fulfill their dreams. This is most easily accomplished in areas where the gist of expectations is laid out in a supportive and harmonious environment, and the INFJ is allowed to do things in his or her own way. INFJs often become accidental leaders when others follow their example. Often, INFJs take joy in expressing their creativity through hobbies and metaphorical musings, and they are passionate about finding meaning in what they do. As family members and friends, INFJs are typically extremely devoted and loving, and they take on the role of encouraging personal growth and understanding the feelings of those closest to them. When approaching decisions, INFJs want to find solutions that are creative, imaginative, meaningful, and keep the needs and wants of people in mind. They will often begin by using their dominant introverted intuition to consider what patterns, possibilities, and innovations they can see for the big picture of the situation. They will then run these concepts and ideas through the filter of considering consequences on individuals and relationships and how the decision fits their set of values. This will likely involve running internal plays of where each possibility could lead to determining the solution that is most personally acceptable and likely to pan out favorably. But the individual's gut feeling about which way to decide may play the biggest role. While INFJs may certainly want to talk out decisions with others, they may wish to do internal work on the first matter. They want to think through a decision deeply, carefully, and in many ways, while at the same time almost wishing the decision was already made and want the matter to be settled and off their plates. Individuals of this type may review the decision-making process after the fact by mentally revisiting how possibilities that were not chosen may have resulted in different outcomes. INFJs may fail to consider current realities, details, and past experiences when making decisions, and they may also neglect the more analytical, rational, and objective aspects. To find more balance in the process, all types may consider discussing decisions with friends of different types to gain new insights and/or utilizing the zigzag method, which encompasses exploring decisions from the perspective of all four functions. INFJs will likely find this process more natural when exploring intuition first, followed by feeling, thinking, and sensing. Strengths. The INFJ sense of intuition is something that can be an incredible strength when things go down during a crisis. When the apocalypse commences, the INFJ will be capable of seeing around the corner and might have even predicted it. They have an innate ability to sense when something is wrong and will do their best to steer clear of anything truly dangerous. While others might head right into the danger, the INFJ can feel when they need to take a step back and even run in the other direction. This intuition can guide them as long as the INFJ has learned to trust in this part of themselves. The INFJ who relies on their natural intuitive abilities is going to see where the danger is, and also see where the smartest path most likely is. This intuition also helps the INFJ get a strong sense of who they can and cannot trust. As long as they can learn to rely on their ability to read people and tell when they are lying, the INFJ can get a good idea of who they can trust. This is something that can be an incredible strength at the end of the day, especially when people are only out for themselves. Trusting in the wrong person can cost you your life, which is why knowing who they can truly rely on is a vital skill to have. The INFJ who trusts in their instincts and follow who they know they can trust will be capable of surviving much longer than the INFJ who doesn't. The more they trust in this natural intuitive strength, the better the INFJ will be in the zombie apocalypse. While others might be relying on the wrong people and going on in the worst direction, the INFJ will be capable of reading their surroundings and will figure out the best path to take. INFJs are often great at remembering details and facts, especially since they enjoy researching and learning about new things. Spending so much time reading actually can be a benefit since the INFJ likely holds onto a lot of different useful information. While knowing survival techniques and information isn't the same as executing, it is still an important tool. The INFJ might not be great at certain physical things, but knowing the information and facts can help them survive, especially if they have a partner who is great at executing these steps. How about you as an INFJ or any other personality type? How do you handle survival? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. Weaknesses. A weakness for the INFJ can be the fact that they become so caught up inside their inner minds. When it comes to living in a world surrounded by zombies ready to feast on your tender flesh, being distracted by your inner world isn't the best thing. The fact that INFJs want to spend so much time inside of their thoughts and don't like living in the present can be something that holds them back or becomes a stress in this situation. Not being able to live inside of their thoughts and inner imagination can be something that causes the INFJ to feel emotionally exhausted after a while. They will have to pull out of their minds and live much more in the present, and this is not a strength of the INFJ. INFJs are not often connected to their physical body as much as their inner minds. This can be something that holds them back since the zombie apocalypse will require a lot of physical activities, as well as focus on the world around them. INFJs will often feel a bit stressed with this type of environment and will have to work on parts of themselves that are often weaker. This doesn't mean it is impossible, but it will certainly be something that they struggle with and will need to adapt to survive and be capable of handling themselves. INFJs are more focused on mental strength rather than physical strength and endurance, so they might find this to be a drastic change. Before we continue, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. The results. Ultimately, these strengths and weaknesses are not the only things that will decide whether or not we'll live or die in the zombie apocalypse. There are so many other contributing factors, but these details can certainly make a vast difference. The INFJ has plenty of strengths that can benefit them and make them a great asset to any one zombie fighting team. In the end, though, they would need to adapt in ways that could become a bit challenging for them after a while. The INFJ would need to focus on living in the present, and this can become draining for people who are much more focused on their inner minds than the world around them. The INFJ might benefit from teaming up with someone who is very focused on their physical self and can pay attention to what is going on around them.